Hello everybody, and welcome to another video by Yoshi1 Kenobi. Today I'm going to be providing you with a standard deck guide to a 9 lives combo. Now this is really a fun strategy. It's probably not that viable competitively, but you'll see, it's awesome. So what is 9 lives? 9 lives is an enchantment for 3, and if a source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage and put an incarnation counter on 9 lives. When there are 9 or more incarnations counter on 9 lives, exile it, and you lose the game. Or whenever 9 lives leaves the battlefield, you'll also lose the game. So if it gets exiled by Ugin or destroyed by planar cleansing, you will lose the game. Note that the damage there are 2 prominent effects that prevent the damage prevention, namely the Bone Crusher Giant and the Questing Beast. So we need to be careful about these with 9 lives. But other than that, means that you get 9 extra. You need 9 extra hits from anything to die. So what are we going to combo this with? Well, the main card is Command the Dreadhorde. Choose any number of target creatures and planeswalkers in graveyards, and Command the Dreadhorde deals damage to you equal to the total converted mana cost, and then you put them all on the battlefield. So if you have 9 lives in play, you get to Command the Dreadhorde and revive every creature and every planeswalker in all the graveyards to lose 1 life, which is pretty fantastic. So that's kind of the core. We want 9 lives on the battlefield, and then we Command the Dreadhorde. And what do we want to, and we typically want to win the game on the spot on that Command the Dreadhorde, and this is where we use Grey Merchant of Asphodel. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black, and you gain life equal to the life lost this way. So if we can revive a couple of Grey Merchants with some other black cards, we can hopefully drain our opponent for the full amount of their life points. Note that this synergizes very well with another card from the core set 2021, which is Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So if we revive 1 Vito and 2 Grey Merchants, it means we have 2 Grey Merchant triggers with 5 black symbols on the battlefield. Each Grey Merchant will drain our opponent for 5, but that's 10 damage to our opponent, and we've gained 10 life. Since we've gained 10 life, Vito's going to trigger and drain our opponent and damage our opponent for 10 more damage, which brings us to 20. So if we get to Command the Dreadhorde for Vito and 2 Grey Merchants, it's enough to hit our opponent for 20 points of damage. Now let's go over the rest of the deck. We play Birth of Meletis because it's a solid defensive card that'll search our library for planes on the first chapter, create a wall on the second chapter, and gain 2 life. Note that that gain 2 life trigger also synergizes with Vito because it's, instead of just being gain 2 life, it becomes drain 2 life, which is even better. Mire Triton, that also a 2-drop. It has Death Touch, so it helps us survive until we get our combo pieces together. When it enters the battlefield, we mill 2 cards and we gain 2 life. So the idea is we need to fill our graveyard with our Grey Merchants, our Vito, and our other black cards. So Mire Triton itself will provide 1 black symbol. The gain 2 life also synergizes with Vito's damaging ability. So Mire Triton is one of our early gameplay that fits well in our strategy. Then we play Cathartic Reunion and Thrill of Possibility for the same reason. We want to reach our combo pieces, and we need to put stuff in our graveyard. So what's better than discarding cards to draw more cards? And that's we play these 2. Cathartic Reunion's better because we get to discard 2, draw 3. Thrill of Possibilities is discard 2, draw 1. Discard 1, draw 2. Ugh. Otherwise that'd be awful. Then we play 3 copies of 9 lives, because after the first copy, any extra copy is useless, and we have enough draw to reach our 3 copies in our deck. Ayara, First of Locthwain, comes with 3 black mana symbols and an enter the battlefield ability, so it also synergizes with our Command the Dreadhorde combo. And Treacherous Blessing is just some extra draw spell to ensure we hit our combo pieces, our Cathartic Reunions, Thrill of Possibilities to fill in our graveyard. In terms of the mana base, we play 3 planes because we're playing 4 Birth of Meletis, and we need to ensure that we have targets. 2 swamps, because we have a lot of double or triple black in our converted mana costs. Single mountain, because we never need more than 1 for an individual spell. We play the full 12 shocklands, the 4 triomes, and a trio fabled passages. Now that we went over the deck list, let's try this deck in action. Let's bring this deck into action. The 9 lives of Grey Merchant. Can we drain our opponent for all their life into our one-shot combo, while taking no damage at all and just losing 1 kitty life? We're about to find out. Right after the splash screen, we are ready against MTG 99. And we're a little short on lands. We don't have a red source, but we're keeping this. We have a 9 lives, we have Mire Tritons, and we're just 1 red mana source short of being able to do more stuff. Our opponent is playing blue-green Stone Coil Serpent. Our Mire Tritons line up very well against the Stone Coil Serpent. We mill 2 lands, not quite what we wanted. We wanted 2 Grey Merchants, but you gotta take what you get. Oh no! Voracious Hydras. Not going to deal with our Triton? Alright. We're a little starved on mana here. But it's all good, because we're just 1 red source away from getting everything we want. Ooh, nice. Evolution Sage. I say nice, but we are going to lose to that. That is a pretty cool strat. Of course, if I was doing stuff and playing lands, we'd be on the edge of winning. Alright. Well, let's do this. Cathartic Reunion. Throw away our big creatures and draw a bunch of cards. While our Mire Tritons hold the fort. Now next turn we get a Birth of Meletis to fetch ourselves more mana. Ah! That is going to be 1 big Stone Coil Serpent. Do we even live? So that's going to be 16. I think we need to play 9 lives here. 16 plus 7's 23 trample. We'll have to cast our 9 lives to live, which is sad when we're at 22. But it goes really well with a super huge Stone Coil Serpent. Go ahead, hit us for 64, Stone Coil Serpent. We don't care, we have 9 lives. Okay, we do care a little bit. As that'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, let's go for the thrill of all the possibilities. Their opponent really should have attacked that turn. And we have double grey Ayara and Vito in the graveyard, so we'll actually get to win the game. But our opponent should have attacked us there. So let's assume our opponent has attacked us, which means we've taken 2 hits from our 9 lives. Now we're about to take 3 more. 1, 2, 3 hits from the 9 lives. We trade with the Evolution Sages. We are on the edge of our seat. We've taken 5 ticks to our 9 lives. Then we cast Command the Dreadhorde. And boom! Well, actually, we need to keep only 1 Vito. 2's too good. And good game, opponent. Good game, as we drain you for all your life. And we see the power of our combo. I mean, we would have killed ourselves with the damage from that Command of the Dreadhorde. Actually, we would have lost to the Stone Coil Serpent, and we would have killed ourselves with the Command of the Dreadhorde. So the 9 life actually saved us from the lethal trample damage from the Stone Coil Serpent. Allowed us to live through the attacks if our opponent would have attacked. And it really did a lot of work. As we can see on our left here, we have a Chromatic Ornery, which allows us to gain lots of mana if you invest a lot of mana into it. It's a true piece of art. And it belongs on in a museum and not in anybody's deck. Except fun decks. We should probably do a deck list about that, a standard deck guide. Alright. This is not that good, but we have 2 of our discard spells, which is a good start. We have 3 lands and the Birth of Meletis, so we should reach Command the Dreadhorde mana. Now we just need some creatures to discard. That's what draw steps are for. Let's go fetch our planes. I have a little bit too much mana. That's what discard spells are for. Ooh, Treacherous Blessing. Yeah, let's cast it. Let's draw a gazillion cards and move to discard. You have an Ayara in the yard. Graveyard. Alright. So here, let's Fable Passage first. Thin out our deck a little bit. And fetch a source of... Let's go with Dread. That's Cathartic Reunion. Vito and the Triton. The pair of Grey Merchants. So we will Cathartic Reunion, the pair of Grey Merchants. And we have our combo. Pass the turn to our opponent. Last thing we want to see here is a Thought Erasure. Migration Path. So our opponent is ramping up. Well, we have lethal, so let's go with 9 lives. And pass the turn. Our opponent probably wants to cast Ugin, but he'll never get the chance, because our combo is just too fast. Emergent Ultimatum. So we choose 1 card and that card gets shuffled back. So your opponent will get to cast 2 things. And it will not be Ugin. I really don't care that much about Liliana in this, huh? 8/8 Kraken with Hexproof? I don't really care about that. Actually, that untaps a land. Let's say good game to our opponent. So our opponent thinks that he's about to win. But in reality, we are about to win this game.
I am the master.
Even though our opponent just has a Liliana and a Cure Best the Sea God and a zombie, we don't care.
Rise.
Let's try this way. Draw 2. News 1 live. Shock ourselves. And command the Dreadhorde to win the game. Whew. Just in time. And that's how it's done. 9 lives, Grey Merchant, Command the Dreadhorde combo. There you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this video and enjoyed the deck list of the 9 lives of Grey Merchant. I also encourage you to have lots of fun with this combo. This might not be the optimal combination, but it works sometimes, and when it works, it's amazing. On that, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any deck construction constraints or ideas or things that you'd like me do in the channel, don't hesitate to comment in the chat. I'm happy to listen in and try all sorts of crazy things. On that, I'll see you guys next time.